Purple Hearts, to me, is a love story, but it's so much more than a love story.
This one is to life,
love,
and hunting down some goddamn Arabs, baby!
It's a story about two people, two hearts from opposite worlds, one red, one blue, who were raised to hate each other, who through the power of love, they come together and form a beautiful shade of purple.
I'm out here serving my country. What are you doing exactly?
I don't know. Apparently I'm telling a Marine he shouldn't be hunting down Arabs.
That's Sofia Carson on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon after the release of her Netflix film Purple Hearts, which has attracted a lot of eyeballs on the streaming service, but then a lot of brains are going, hey, this is racist and pro-Trump.
Sitting at a table full of people you feel superior to.
Yeah, well, not being a racist tool is kind of superior, though, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, but without guys like Armando, do you really think this country would be safe from terrorists?
Sophia is even taken aback by the film's surprise success.
It didn't matter to me what happened with the film. I was so proud of what we did. And to see the world fall in love with it has been just the most beautiful journey.
Well, it's not just love that the film is getting. It is being heavily scrutinized. Just today, the Daily Beast called it horrific military propaganda and one of the year's worst movies. In looking into what interviews Sophia has done for the movie, I noticed that she hasn't done many, and the ones that she has done are either with very friendly outlets or literally friends of hers.
I love
Sofia Carson. I mean, we go way back. We're looking at like
So
throwback
way back.
pictures.
With my friend Sofia Carson. Let's give it up for Sofia.
And when she did do an interview with Variety about the controversy surrounding the film, it was a print interview, and her main comment was the one that she's been using over and over again.
We meet two people from opposite ends of everything, red and blue,
Right.
who are kind of raised to hate each other, like we very much are. And through the power of love, they learn to love each other, and they form this beautiful shade of purple. And that's kind of why I fell in love with this film.
Sophia did also say to Variety that we wanted to represent both sides as accurately as possible. What I think I've learned to do as an artist is separate myself from all that and just listen to what the world is feeling and reacting to with the film. That has been beautifully overwhelming, and so many people have felt seen or comforted by this movie. That's all we could want as filmmakers and as artists. That's a very odd statement to make. Like, one, you can almost hear the PR machine behind her going, nope, don't focus on the negative, just focus on the positive. And then, yeah, she says, as an artist, I've learned to separate myself from all that and just listen to what the world is feeling and reacting to with the film. No, that's not what you're doing. You're deciding to just focus on the positive reaction to the film. You're not ignoring the reaction. You're just focusing on the positive reaction.
So we're good enough to fight for your ass, but not good enough to touch it.
Excuse me?
Okay, I'll excuse you. This time.
Ship off in a few weeks.
I get it, but not really an excuse for casual misogyny, though.
It actually comes down to fighting for these rights. You don't want to do anything, right? Because guns are mean, you're a pacifist. I guess it's our job to go off and fight those battles for you, right?
While Sophia used her much practiced two hearts, one red, one blue analogy for another interview with The Hollywood Reporter, which was also in print, she also said, we definitely want to showcase the dichotomy between these two characters and their incredibly differing political views without taking any sides. They see each other with compassion and empathy. Call it optimistic, but that's a story we wanted to tell, is that if you lead with love, love can heal in ways that can be quite powerful.
It's actually the reason why I fell in love with this film, because it was so much more than just a love story. And you know me, my heart has always gravitated towards telling stories that are important and meaningful.
I watched Purple Hearts, and gosh, it's not very good. And I mean that just as a movie. It's not particularly well written. The directing and editing are amateurish. It doesn't flow very well. There's a lot of jump cuts and the transitions between scenes are jarring. And I actually think it's giving this basic film too much credit to start bringing it into these intelligent conversations around different points of view. Like, sure, there's a couple scenes which I showed you that these characters are demonstrating their opposing views, and then Cassie and Luke fall in love, and that's pretty much the movie. Like, there's no scene where they come to terms with their opposing views. And in reality, this couple would probably break up within a couple years because, yeah, there's no way if you have that opposing views that you're gonna be able to stay together. So you're not gonna gain any greater understanding of the United States from watching this movie. And I am disappointed in Sophia and her team that they're clearly very carefully choosing how Sophia talks about this movie and who she talks to about this movie. So yeah, I find that disappointing that she's not, addressing the issue a little bit more. But what are your thoughts on the surprise hit, Purple Hearts?